and Lisa Lane here at Waters Gardens. Oh, the Mountain Gardeners here talking about the landscapes of northern Arizona. And Lisa comes with those garden questions. What are people talking about in the neighborhoods? And we are in the thick of, I think, the best of the growing seasons. Everything grows fast. So we see it here at the Garden Center because all the weeds grow fast, all the bugs grow fast, all the disease grows fast, all the tomatoes grow fast, all the roses grow fast, everything grows fast. So that's why you put a new thing in the ground. It just roots out and grows fast. Right. So you see things acting faster. So we see more actually interesting questions this time of year.
Hopefully they're more interesting.
I think they will be. Well, you'll tell us. So we had a great backyard party at the Lane Casa. 4th of July we didn't open the store last Sunday.
Right.
And we just said, hey, whole staff, bring your family, bring your significants, come over, stop by, we'll watch your fireworks and have sparklers. It was fun.
It was fun. You had worked really diligently hard in the backyard, sprucing it all up and put a few new things in.
Yeah,
kind of trimmed
things.
Some things back that were taking over.
Yeah. Well, you got all these professional horticulturists come over to your house. You should feel the pressure. They're going to come look and they're walking through the gardens. They're just like, there's no path. They're just going, right, what's this? Let's see. Let's take a look. So that's what I wanted. It's good.
Yeah. So it kind of brings up the point of it's still really good time to plant. It's a great time to plant.
Yeah.
Get things established, get them in the ground before those cold seasons come. So it's great.
Yep. So
questions?
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Okay.
We're a couple minutes in, we should do that. Yeah.
All right. Cindy's out in Chino. She has zucchini and pumpkins that now are infested with squash bugs.
Oh, okay.
Wants to know, how do you take care of that many squash bugs that are migrating in?
Well, you can go out and hand pick them. You can
pick out a few days.
Vacuum them. Sometimes you hear that with greenhouses. They'll actually vacuum them out.
Oh, really?
But really, you're talking about a spray. And so there's several spray. You need an actual insect killer because they're going to grow and become worse. So every day, squash bugs can multiply. Okay. And so they can strip a plant clean. The pumpkins will shed their pumpkins. The squash will stop producing even zucchinis. So you really do want to get on this. It's so warm, they just multiply. And this is when they show up. Beetles show up this time of year. So what to do? Come in and get a spray. We've got a couple of sayonara. No, they will be gone.
No.
Okay, sorry. Going into my Asian, all my Asian friends, I'm sorry.
Stop.
That was even a terrible accent.
That was just bad all the way around.
You know you like it.
No.
Okay.
No.
Anyway, sayonara. Takes them right out. Triple action. Your organics probably aren't going to be as good for those, but BTs, sayonaras, they're going to actually obliterate your insect. But come in and take a look. We'll look at, it'll say squash bug on the label. Get that one. Spray it out there probably this evening. And then sprays when it's hot out, probably not ideal to spray middle of the day. Right. First of all, it can be windy because storms, the monsoons are here. But early morning, late evening, less bees are out. It's less windy. You're less likely to burn your plants because sometimes these are real light grade oils. And so they just kind of wrap all that heat inside the plant. And so it can't perspire as easily, which means bugs can't do that either. So it's best just do it when it's cooler. Early morning,
I agree.
Late time.
All right. Tom is in Prescott Valley. He has a large maple that he loves, but he's noticing the leaves are starting to yellow, lose their color. Just wants to know what's best to put on it.
Well, Tom in Prescott Valley, is that what you said?
Yes.
So, Tom, you weren't listening to the show a couple of weeks ago. I said to fertilize everything in the landscape. Come on, you can't just tune in once and then be done. So, fertilize with all-purpose plant food. It's got iron and sulfur in it. So, that 744 mixture is made for this time of year during the monsoons to green things up. You see an iron deficiency right now. And so it's really the iron is deficient, but really it's your pH has crept up too high. So for Tom, just because you've let it go a couple of weeks, you just listened reacted back then, you wouldn't have this, but now we're responding to a plant that's crying out, help me, I'm anemic, I need some help. Give it some chelated iron. So we've got a liquid iron here that is immediately available to that plant. I mean, it will green it up. We're talking by next weekend, green, it'll be beautiful. And then fertilize it. The food actually gets you more foliage. If you let it go, it'll get even more yellow. The leaves will actually shrink and it will stop growing. So this is pretty serious because we've got, 4 or 5 months left of the growing season. You could really have a healthy plant, or you let it get stressed out and become ugly looking, and you'll have no fall color.
Right.
So that should be a beautiful red color, that maple, in October, and it'll be nothing but yellow and shed its leaves if it has even yellow. So get on this. You can have a great tree for the rest of the year. But chelated iron and all-purpose plant food, game changer for anything that's even remotely off color. Everything in the yard should be fertilized with all-purpose plant food. Everything. What I did in our yard, we fertilized everything. And while I had that hand spreader out, I spread at the same time humic, H-U-M-I-C.
I was just going to ask you,
humic.
What's your thought on humic?
That actually will lower, like it lowers, it's acidic, so it lowers the pH, so it'll green things up. So it makes it encourages the plants to root more. Humic, that's what it does. And then the food actually encourages the top growth to go more. So if you use them in combination with each other, you get more bottom growth and more top growth. And who doesn't want more bottom and top growth?
Well, me.
On your plants.
I don't need any more bottom growth.
I don't know, honey.
Oh, trust me.
Okay.
Okay. Well, here's an interesting question. This is from Shay. She's in Prescott. She has a rose of Sharon that is just full of buds.
Yeah.
But the problem is the buds are not opening. They're just kind of falling off before they open. And she wants to know what's causing that.
Well, I don't know. Could be a couple things.
You're the mountain gardener.
Well, it's like, Doc, my chest hurts. What's wrong? Well, there's a couple things. So what to look at? So they're hot, but Rose of Sharon likes hot. They like heat. They like summer. So, and they're blooming around town. So it's probably not the heat. It could be the irrigation isn't quite right. So as plants bud up, they get these flowers. Anytime they got heavy buds, fruits, or flowers, they're more sensitive to watering. So the irrigation's got to be more accurate. If that's off at all, the plant will actually naturally defend itself and take the moisture out of those fruits or out of the flowers or out of the buds in this case to keep the core plant alive. My guess is that's what it is. Now, what it could be, we get into the obscure. Gophers. If gophers or pocket gophers, if you see some mounds of dirt around that plant, it's gophers. The same thing happened. The gophers have eaten some of the roots, and so now the roots can't take up enough moisture to keep those buds alive, so the plant will actually rob the moisture from the buds and to keep the core alive because it doesn't have enough roots, and then so it'll shed those leaves. The same thing with grubs. Grubs are like a white worm. Sometimes they can get in the ground, eat the roots. Same thing. The plant will keep its core alive. The mother plant's not going to die, but it will let its flowers go, especially at the outer tips, to survive. And so it's one of those. Which one it is, I'm not sure. Come in and see us. We could tell you more. I would say start with irrigation, and then I would dig a quick test hole. See if you see white worms. If you see even one, you've got dozens, and you've got an issue. And so that's what it is. You'll see them in lawns. We've seen them. I've seen what did I see? A rhododendron actually fall over because it had hundreds of grubs at the base of it.
Yuccas
I've seen
too.
Yuccas, they like that. So you'll see certain plants are really affected. It could be that for Rose of Sharon, but you don't see them until you start digging a test hole. See one come in, we've got a grub killer. Super easy to solve. And then adjust your irrigation. Look for mounds of dirt. That's pocket gophers. So come in and we can help you. We like visiting with gardeners, but we can also help you think it through or isolate it a little bit better. Out of time. Great questions. You're right this week. Ken and Lisa Lane, the Mountain Gardeners. We'll be right back.